Alright, so just got back to the home farm on the same number corn, and doing just as good. Really good. Just opening up. I made one pass, opening it up. Pretty happy. Same field, I'm just opening up an end. I'm gonna hit 400 here. I know I am. That's 109-day corn. It's actually drier. I just went in there and did an in-row. Came back over here. I'm going to make a swipe down this end and the other end. That way the mower can get through a lot easier on the CRP strips. And then I'm going to go over there and cut that field. That field's 18, 19. This field right here is 2021. So this right here I'm cutting right now is 108 day, and that's 109 day. That back there is 115 day. That's the very last field that I planted. So the 109 day is doing good. Not going quite as good, but it's doing good though. So that 108 day is a tough corn to beat. Sample. I mean, it's doing good, don't get me wrong. But it's not as good as that 108 day. That's the 108 day over there. This is the 109 day. I think I prefer the 1087 over the 1094Q. So it's doing good, but just not as good as that over there. I stopped and I'm sitting here out in the field waiting for the truck to get back as I got everything loaded. And I grabbed the ear of the 1094Q. It is 20 around by 43 long. first corn I've ever had that has ever been 20 around. I've had 18, never had 20. So, and it's doing pretty good. It's just not beating that 1087. You would think it would, but it's just not. I don't know. If I got any shot, it's right here. Oh, 411. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at that, boy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I could hit it. All right, that made my day. I'm done videoing. I ain't gonna show y'all no more. I know. Good morning. So, before we start cutting corn today, we got a new bracket. This end got bent. So we got to replace that. I got a new bearing to put in there too. We put new bolts on the back that were broke. One's still a little bent, but it's all right. We're gonna let her ride. We're gonna put new bushings in here, new pins to hold this cylinder. We had a problem over there. The pin was coming out. Nobody noticed it, and the cylinder dropped and busted the hose. So we got that fixed. Now we just got to get the pin and everything back in there. So yeah, that's what's going on this morning before corn starts. I do have to spray a field of beans. Pretty much all the beans are good, but there's one field that has some grass and weeds in it. So I'm gonna hit that. And we're getting FBN to deliver chemical today that they're supposed to be here, because we got to spray all of our wheat ground behind the corn before we put wheat in. So we got 2 fields left. And then we're going to be caught up on dry corn. The rest of it's getting wet. So we're probably going to be down for about 2 weeks from continuing corn harvest. But that's going to give us time to get some wheat ground sprayed and get that done. But main focus this morning is to get this done so she can get rolling and get caught back up to the combine. So that's what's going on. That's a good one. Happened? Your daddy bent it all up, tore it up. What do you think happened, Bullwinkle? I didn't.
He twisted it. He lifted it up and twisted it.
He backed into an embankment. Here, see if you can push that bolt in further. Hold on. Let's hold it like that. Oh, wait a minute. Here, pull it back out. That washer's got to come off. Hand me that washer. Now push the bolt in so it locks in there.
Shit, it locks in there.
Take a hammer and tap it in. There must be one on the pickup somewhere.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I think
Oh,
it
that
goes.
one right there.
It goes in between. Yeah, here, take it back out for a second. All right, put it in just a fraction, just to hold that washer. All right, let me read it. All right, now push it in. There you go. Now tap it in there. See how it goes right in? There you go. Just tap it in so it kind of stays in there. There you go. Hold on. You got the whole pressure on it when I put this in.
Yeah, hammer right there.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I know I have one. Great job, Bullwinkle.
Nope, you did.
Nope, you did a wonderful job. Bullwinkle is #1
Oh,
employee.
you got to record.
Yes,
Oh.
he's #1.
Oh, man.
He's #1.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is. Don't let him lie.
He's
He's single, ladies. If anybody's
no,
interested.
I'm not. I'm married.
Here, take that little hammer and tap it while I'm tightening. Probably gonna have to replace that bearing too. All right, let me replace that bearing. Alright, I'm gonna go get a bearing real quick at the shop. You wanna work?
Yeah, I'm gonna work.
You sure?
I take Shelly's dialysis yesterday.
Is she alright?
Yeah.
Here, come here. Take let me get this bearing. Put the wrench and take these things off, but don't lose any of the nuts or anything, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Where'd your brother go?
Home.
Alright, we gotta put another bearing on. I'll show you the final result in a second.
Nope.
Alright, so we got the new bracket on. Got new bearings installed on both ends, greased up. Now we're just waiting on that cylinder right there is busted. We gotta get a new cylinder. So who knows when that'll be in. I'm gonna call Hoover's right now. I'm back to cutting. Now if you don't want to watch any more of this video, then if you don't want to see top end yields or want to see my yield monitor, then you might as well stop here, because those two fields over there are the last two fields that I planted the 1087 108-day seed consultant in, and they were later planted and have, you saw me open the one up yesterday, but they were later planted. We're going to store all that over there, so I think it was running like around 21, 22, some of it was 19, but we're going to store it, dry down and store it, but we're going to get it off because that hurricane that's coming up from Louisiana is supposed to be bringing like 3 or 4 days of rain. So we're going to go ahead, because that field has a couple low spots in it, and the airplanes that came in today, they're putting cover crop on, so we're going to get that field, them 2 fields knocked out and get them out of there before we get it wet and start rutting the ground up with the combine. But I think, you know, I hit, and I know it's not the whole field, so don't sit here and say that I'm not. You know, our fields are averaging right around 230, 233 with the sand hills. I can be running almost 300 bushels the whole thing, but then when I hit a sand hill, it drags the yield down. So we're finishing out our yields around anywhere from 218 to 233. Some fields went 189. The sandier fields did. That's still great. But I think I look at the highest number I hit. I know it's not the whole field, but I get excited when I see 400 several times in certain spots, and then it stays around 300, 350. The highest I've hit is 411. I'm thinking I can hit 450 to 500 in them fields. Them fields were planted at 32,500 population. So right now I'm finishing up the 109 day, and that's what it's doing right now. 256, 222, 208. It'll climb back up. I hit a bad spot. This is the field that I was going to do all my tests in, and my downforce on my planter stopped working. So I have bare spots, as you can see. There's bare spots where the planter didn't get deep enough, and it kind of messed up here and there. But even though the planter messed up, it's still yielding pretty damn good for mess ups. You know, like, so see right here, some of the rotors are weak. I do have a couple bare spots here and there. See that row? See it all down here. So it's still a good damn yielding, though the planter was messing up. Like right here is a bad one. I was even going slow. I couldn't get any down pressure, so we kept stopping, trying to figure out what was wrong with the planter. I'd go a little bit more, and I'd only go like 3 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour. That way it wasn't bouncing. And the field's not that big, that wide, so by the time we got done with it, we checked, it looked like a lot of the seed went in perfect, some of it didn't go in perfect, and we were kind of like shit, you know, but it was planted. My dad wanted to, when it came up, you could actually see the bare spots, and he wanted to turbo it down and replant it, but we were like, let's just chance it, and I'll show you at the end what it's going to yield, even with planter mess. So anyway, we ended up fixing the planter. We pulled all the connections apart, and come to find out they were just dirty. Sprayed everything with electrical cleaner, plugged it back in, and everything worked perfect. So I should have did that earlier. But right now the field's yielding 203. So 203 with a, I'm glad we didn't turbo it up and replant it. I mean, that's pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to be showing you a lot of video over there. So like I said, if you don't want to watch my monitor and me trying to see what my top end yield's going to be, then don't watch. But if you do want to see some high numbers, and I'm not bragging, I'm just showing you what the corn is capable of, even on a dry year. I'm just showing you what the corn's capable of. That's all I'm trying to do here. But I'm happy also because I'm proud of the yields we got, because we work hard. I'm not going to take anything away from us. If people are jealous, I can't help it. We work hard. Corn is, I need to focus on beans too, but corn is my #1 priority. I want to grow high bushel corn across all acres, the cheapest I can, but get the most bushels out of it. And every farmer wants to do that. I just constantly think of it. I'm throwing stuff in the tank, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, just trying to see what works. And now ripping did help. Ripping this year really helped us. Really, I believe, I wasn't really thinking about that much until my dad brought it up that he thinks that's what it was. And that's got to be what it is. The roots were able to go down in them trenches and get the water and keep growing. So it pays to do it. You know, it costs a lot of money to rip, but as you can see, it pays to do it also. So, but anyway, all right, I'm gonna get this field done, and I'm gonna go over there. And the corn is a little bit wetter, so before I get comments about corn's a little wetter, we know it's a little wetter, but we're gonna get it out, dry it, and store it, and before we get all, I think it's supposed to rain for like 3 days, so we're just gonna. I'd rather not rut the field up and be able to get all the corn out. I don't want any of it blown over or anything done. I'd rather get it all out. And once we get them 2 fields done, we're going to stop for a while because we got several acres left that are, they won't be ready for 2 weeks. So, but then we can get caught up with the wheat ground. So anyway, see. All right, let's see what kind of top end yield we can get out of this corn right here. I think it's going to do better, but we'll see. Maybe it won't. Show you a whole pass. Oh my God, that thing is always getting on my nerves. You see on your screen, there was actually corn right where this driveway is.